Hey everyone, and welcome back to another monthly revenue report for the month of April. Now I know this revenue report's a little bit delayed this month, and that's actually because I've been traveling in Japan, so I only just got back and I still wanted to do this video and share with you guys how much I earned in April. But I'm going to preface this video by saying it is not a great figure. It is probably the worst figure I've ever received in YouTube AdSense ever. And let me tell you something, I always feel like this is due to April. Like April itself, I feel is always a terrible month for AdSense. I don't know whether it's the holiday season or whether it's like something in particular that just triggers it to be such a low earning month. But I gotta say, overall, across the board, April was just not a great month. Now, I think a lot of this is probably being due to me obviously not being as present on this channel as well, because I was overseas twice last month. I was actually over in LA earlier in the month, and then I was in Japan later in the month as well. And then there was the holiday season in the middle with Easter and my birthday. And then there's also the fact that I am actually pregnant, and I did release a video recently talking about this, but there's been a lot of things that I've had to organize for that too. So I feel like everything has just been a little bit out of sorts during April, but honestly, overall, the figure is just, it's not great. But as I always say, I think that it's so wonderful to be earning any kind of money from AdSense. I see it as a bonus, and that's all I see it as. I don't see it as my primary form of income or anything. And look, to be honest, I probably never will. I think even if I was earning several $1,000s a month, and I have gotten to the point on my other YouTube channel before where I have been earning a substantial amount more, and I still have never looked at it as my main form of income. And I think as a small creator, you need to kind of get your head around this, and in terms of thinking about income and revenue differently as a creator, I think it's good to focus on other avenues rather than just YouTube AdSense. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why. Now we are going to get straight into this and start going through some of my statistics for April, which, like I said, weren't great. We're going to go through them and go through a few little bit more detailed things about, like what videos performed better for me in the month, and basically what my highest and lowest earning days were. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in the YouTube analytics section, and we are looking at some different statistics. My views for April were about 9,800, so just shy of 10K. Not as great as previous months. None of these statistics are as good as previous months, if I'm being honest. Going down to watch time was about 478 hours. Subscribers about 80, so definitely a lot less than even the previous month. And then the estimated revenue for April was $86.68. Now, if you can remember seeing some of my other videos where I have talked about my revenue reports month to month, you'll know that I was pretty much hanging around the $200 mark for quite a while there. And that was great. Like I was even happy with that, but there has been a huge dip within the last month to 2 months. I mean, it did dip down to around 120 a month, and then it just like tanked in April. So this is kind of what we're working with at the moment. $86 is a lot less than what I was previously earning. But you know what? We're going to go into the revenue tab here, and let's have a little look at the comparisons of everything. So I'm pretty sure I'm even earning a little bit more actually for May at this point that we're in May than what I was earning in April. So hopefully that's a good sign. But you can see here, even compared to March, which was at about $130 for the month, and February, $160, and then January, $200, like it's just been substantially going down. So look, I think there's a few things with my content that I really need to sort of switch around and do differently. I will always say that the first half of the year is so much worse than the second half of the year generally. I do tend to find that with YouTube revenue and just as a content creator in general, but I do think there are things with my content that I need to switch up, and I think this is a really good indicator of that. Let's have a little look here at what was happening in April. So my highest earning day was April 8th at $5.38. And then my lowest earning day was April 25th at $1.39. So that is fairly low for my channel, and even from like the last few months, that is a fairly low amount. But as I said, it is a bonus to be earning anything. I will always take myself back to the time where it took me so long to actually get this channel monetized, and previous channels of mine are still trying to be monetized. So, like it's not an easy thing to do, and it is still an achievement, I feel, to even be earning, $80 to $90 a month from YouTube. Just for posting content. Now let's go down to my content performance, and my best performing video was how to create a free link in bio site, and that earned $8.06. How much YouTube paid me in March with 9K subscribers, that was $7.60. And how to actually earn money on Instagram was $6.80. How to create a simple media kit was $6.22. And use these trendy font ideas to elevate your IG Reels, $5.02. So yeah, the content performance is definitely not where it was even a couple of months ago. So April was definitely like a big dip for me. And I think I just need to really also figure out where my content is going at the moment, because it does feel, especially this year, and I've spoken about this in several videos already, that things with my career, especially now with having a baby this year, have definitely been muddled. I think that not being able to set goals, not being able to have a very clear vision of what this year is going to look like, has kind of like set me off a little bit on a weird path with my YouTube content, because I'm kind of like feeling this bit more pull to do more lifestyle content at the moment, more relatable content, rather than just kind of like sitting there and doing educational content like I always had been for my other channel. And I kind of wanted to get away from that in doing this channel. I wanted it to be a little bit more freedom kind of bound for myself. And I think I ended up doing the same sort of content, just kind of like a different category. Very educational, very rigid, very researched, and that's great. I think, and I'm still happy to do that kind of content from time to time, but I think that I'm sort of moving into that more lifestyle, like doing things a little bit differently in that way. I think with any change though that you do on YouTube, especially if you choose to change your niche or you choose to change things up a little bit, there is going to be a period of time where things are not going to look too good in terms of statistics, because your audience have essentially signed up for other types of content. And if you're posting stuff that's very different to that, there's a really good chance that they're not necessarily going to watch it. And you might have to just wait and build and hope that there is going to be another audience that is attracted to what you're doing and to your content. So I think I'm somewhere in the beginning of that phase at the moment, and I'm just trying to work out what is working for my channel, what is going to work, what I enjoy doing, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you have to be stuck doing a certain type of content on YouTube if you're just clearly not enjoying it. And that's not to say that I'm not enjoying any of the content that I was doing previously. I would just say that I've got more of a pull to do different types of content now. So I want to make sure that I'm still kind of including some of the other content that I started with on this channel, but also kind of starting to move into a different realm as well, because I think that that's ultimately what I want. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And if any of you are aspiring YouTubers and you've had sort of instances like this before where you've maybe had to change your niche, or you find that you've got other things that you want to focus on, but maybe it's really difficult for you and you're finding you're not getting enough traction with your channel, let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to hear your thoughts on this too. But apart from that, that is essentially what I earned on YouTube in April, and $86.68. Not my best month, actually my worst month probably ever. But there's always going to be ways you can bounce back from this. There's always going to be ways you can alter your content, and I plan on doing that. I plan on just continuing to do content that I enjoy doing, and really kind of moving maybe more into that lifestyle arena and just kind of building that audience slowly. I think it's just going to be a matter of that. It's not always an easy thing to do, but I think that once you actually get into that, once you actually build that community, it's so worthwhile. And I want to make sure, as I said, that I'm just following the things that I want to do at this point in my life. I've spent too long in my past doing things maybe that I didn't specifically want to do, and you only do it because you think you have to. So I don't want to be doing that with this channel. I want to kind of make those decisions. If I really want to move into different categories of content, then I'm going to just start trying to do that. So let me know down in the comment section, how did your April go for YouTube? Are you monetized? Are you not monetized? Did you have a good view count in April? Did you not? Did you have good revenue? Did you not? I would love to hear all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do, because I'll be posting a lot more videos in future. But that's all from me today. And thank you so much as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video.